Today we are going to see how to create the dataset in the BigQuery. Okay, those who forgot to watch the previous video, please do watch the video. Why? Because there we have discussed the hierarchy of the BigQuery we have seen. Okay, now that is important here. Now first we need to go to the search bar and type BigQuery there. We're going to get the results like this. We can see the BigQuery data warehouse. Click on this. So like this, it is going to appear for you. So now what I'm going to do is, so now I'm going to create the data set in the multiple ways. Okay, I'll show you now how to create in the multiple ways. So before going to there, first you can see here which project I was selected. Okay, now if I click on this project, what are the projects are available? So I was selected this project. You can see this is my project ID, right? This I was selected now, right? Now whatever the project ID which I am showing selected now, which project I have selected, the respective project ID it is going to show here, right? Will you observe the left side? You can see here. It means under the projects we are going to under this project we are going to create the multiple data sets or the single data set. Okay. So as I shown in the hierarchy, the how the hierarchy will be project. Inside the project we have the data set. Inside the data set we have the multiple tables. In the multiple tables we have the schemas and data types, right? So like that we are going to create it now. Okay. So now here I am having the project ID, which is nothing but the project. Now here I'm going to create my data set. Okay, how I'm going to create is the one option is you can go with the GUI. Okay, graphical user interface by clicking the options. Now here you can see the option called view actions is there, right? The three dots. Click on these three dots. Okay, here you can see the option called create dataset. Click on this create dataset. Here we need to provide some minimum information related to your dataset. Here you can see the project ID. If you want to keep this project ID, you can keep, or if you want to change the project ID, you can change the project ID. But now I'm going to leave like this only. So here in the dataset ID, I'm going to give like I'm going to create the dataset related to the sales records. I'm going to create like this. I'm going to keep the dataset name. And when coming to the choosing the location type, very important thing you have to remember is after creating the dataset, the location cannot be changed. Okay, the location cannot be changed once the dataset was created. What you can do is you can copy the data set to different locations. It means you can copy the data set to the different locations, but you cannot edit the existing data set. Okay, that you have to remember. Now I'm choosing the multi-region itself. So next here you can see the option called advanced options is there. If I click on the down arrow, you can see some options are going to appear here. So don't touch any of the things, just see what are there. So here you can see the case sensitive is there. As you know what is meant by case sensitive and case insensitive, where you have learned in the MySQL. So if I enable this option, what is happening? It is going to enable the case insensitive table names. Okay, and now I'm just enabling that. And you can see the option called table default table expiration option is there. What it is going to do is, for example, in your data set, there are a few tables are there. After 5 days, if you don't want the tables, if you want to delete, you can enable this option. If I enable this option, what is happening is how many tables are there in your data set. Here, if you specify any number of days, for example, if I mention 10 days, after completion of the 10 days, after completion of your 10 days, whatever the tables are available in this particular data set, all will be deleted. It means all will be expired. Okay, that is the use of this option. So up to now I am unchecking it, no need for me. So I'm just enabling the case insensitive table names. Okay, I'm not touching any of the thing and just creating the create data set. Now we can see the data set is going to be created. Down you can see the option called sales records created, right? If you want to go to the data set, click on to the option called go to the data set. You can see the information related to your data set. So these are the things. Okay, so if I click on this edit details, you can see here, you can just, you can keep this minimum, it means you can just edit this minimum details only. You cannot edit all the locations and all. Okay, now cancel. Now I'm going to create the one more data set by using the editor. Okay, query editor I'm going to use. Here up to now we have seen GUI thing. It means by using the options we have created the data set. By writing the query also we can create the data set. How we are going to write the query is, I'll close this one. Yeah, this is a editor where I'm going to write the query. Now I'm going to write the query for you to create the data set. Now here I'm going to write the query like create schema. After writing this keyword, what you have to remember very importantly is in your keyboard there will be a symbol. I will show you. Wait. Yeah. Let us take, if this is your keyboard, you can see the here it is going to show something differently. But in your keyboard, what is happening is under this escape button, you have this symbol, this button, right? The symbols you have. Here you have to use this grace symbol, okay, which I'm using right there, right? Only one you use it. Then after that, what you have to do is, after using the symbol, then I'm going to write my project ID. Okay. This is a syntax which you have to remember. If you don't know the project ID, go to here. You can see the project ID. Or if you want to go here, you can go there and you can just copy this project ID. And you just paste it here. After pasting my project ID, just keep the full stop option, dot. After writing that, you mention your data set name. My data set name, for example, and now I'm going to take like sales analysis data set, like this I have kept. Okay. Now after completion of this, whatever the symbol you have kept here, again you have to kept at the ending also. After completion of writing here data set names. Okay. Now here I'm going to keep the symbol again. In a keyboard I'll show you this symbol. Yes. Now, after completion of that, finally, as everyone know that while you are dealing with the SQL thing, finally you have to keep the colon. Now I kept the colon. After that, I'm going to select the line which I want to execute. Then if I click on the run option, you can see that my data base data set is going to be created. Where you can see that the data set name or sales analysis data set was created. On the left side, you can see that here the dataset was created through the editor. Another thing which I was created by using the GUI. Okay. Now if I want to delete these data sets, how we can delete? Simply you can go with the view actions is there. Click on this view option. Delete is there. It is going to confirm it. Yeah, confirm deletion. Just I mention the delete and click on the delete. Now we can see that there it was deleted. So like this, what you can do is you can create the data set. Under the data set, we are going to create the multiple tables. That creation of multiple tables in multiple ways that we will see in the next video. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.